Before we begin this video, please like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Hello all, what's going on? This is Straight to the Point Sec. I'm back again with another video. I know I promised last week that I would upload consistently throughout the week. Unfortunately, y'all, you have to forgive me. Like, my job is very tiresome and demanding, so just please forgive me and bear with me. I guarantee you, I'm trying, like I'm thinking about my channel and uploading consistently, but life gets in the way. On top of being a full-time dad and trying to juggle various other things in life, trust me, adults today know and understand. I'm sure, especially if you are a full-time college student or a full-time parent working 40 plus hours a week with a demanding job, and having a child is demanding as well. You understand? So I always try to get in where I fit in, but I promise you what, I will try my best to make an adjustment to try to get at least 3 videos a week uploaded. So please forgive me there. All right, so for today's video, I wanted to discuss the best settings for the ROG Ally X. Now, I know I've done numerous videos on the Lenovo Legion Go and AMD settings as far as Radeon and testing settings, but I wanted to give the ROG Ally X some love, as I know many of my subscribers also have ROG Ally X's. So so let's get straight into it. So what I like to do is I like to keep my settings really general. I don't like to do too many advanced adjustments, specifically because I don't want to mess up the flow of the game. Some games work best in AMD Adrenaline, some don't. And what I mean by that is some of the adjustments and changes you make, and then you launch the game, and it's just like, what's the big difference? I mean, some games do well with it, some games don't. But for the games that do well, definitely, like Black Myth Wukong, Hogwarts Legacy, Elden Ring does well on this. Lies of P, there are many games, but also there are many games that don't. So for this one, we'll be doing Black Myth Wukong. All right, so for my settings so far, I've got the gaming experience at the custom, because we are going to adjust the settings to custom settings. I have AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2 enabled, which definitely you want to enable. I have search mode set to high. I have the performance mode set to quality. Now, you can utilize quality or performance. Quality is going to give you better resolution, of course. Performance is going to give you better performance, meaning you're going to get more frames per second, but it eventually balances it out if you adjust the settings correctly. So again, I have mine set to quality for performance mode. Radeon Anti-Lag enabled. You can use this. You can swap and switch between lag and chill. I like to use both depending on what game I'm playing. Like I said, with Radeon Anti-Lag, it can be a bit inconsistent at times, but for the most part, it does work. But for right now, I have Radeon Chill enabled. I have idle FPS enabled. Now, what this is basically idle FPS and then peak FPS, what you see at the bottom here. They go hand in hand. So you have the high and the low, right? So if you're familiar with 1% lows, so basically at the lowest frames per second, it'll drop to 75, and the peak, meaning the highest, it'll go to 140. So you want to keep your peak and your idle, uneven. You don't want them to be nowhere near even, because it won't work well, a feature. So I would say, pick a number. Like right now, the stock or default is set to 75 by 140 for the peak. FPS is at 140. What I would do is, honestly, let's take this, right, and set the idle to 60. So we can set the idle to, let's say, maybe 60, 67, that's fine. And then let's set the peak to something simple, like maybe, 96 frames per second, that's fine. All right. And then let's set Radeon image sharpening to enabled, and let's set the sharpness to 90. You're going to get some good, nice visuals going, right? And then what we'll do is we'll set the advanced settings to surface format enabled, Oh yeah, texture filtering, set texture filtering quality to performance, and set tessellation mode override application settings to 2x. Now, if you want to know what it means, usually you can click this question mark. It comes and pops up, and sometimes it doesn't. But what tessellation mode override is basically what it does is it's a feature that also works hand in hand and well with. If we go back up here, right? Let's go back up here. It works well with the performance mode. So it's just another push to give you better visual fidelity. That's all that really is. Like I said, usually if you wanted to know more, you could select these question marks. But I don't know. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes these applications are weird. But yes, that's what that is basically for. So I just wanted to let you all know that. So setting it to 2x is a great number. You don't want to set it any higher than that. So just be cautious with that. All right. So let's go ahead and launch Black Myth Wukong. All right, so it's launching. We'll give it a second here. All right, so look in the right corner, right, far right, you're going to see something pop up from AMD Adrenaline, and it just lets you know your settings are enabled. So it should be popping up any second now. All right, so you see this right here? We want to see that. That is a clear indication that our settings are enabled. For some reason on the Lenovo Legion Go, it does not show up. I could be doing something wrong or something, but for some reason the settings still work. So that's a good thing. All right. So as you can see here, we have Black Myth Wukong loaded up. All right, so let's take a look and see. And what I'll do is you know, they say don't turn on the FPS settings on the ROG Ally X, which you can with the Ally X settings button here. But you know, I like to see how many frames per second I'm getting. Now, granted, I could install like Reaver Tuner and another overlay via a software application, but I haven't. You know, like I said, I've been busy. All right, so let's just take a look here. Now, you know, also it is advised to turn on AMD FMF via the settings here. So let's turn on AMD FMF, and then let's turn on our real-time settings, right? So let's just turn on minimal, right? Actually, not even minimal. Let's turn on square, right? Now, I don't want you all to get caught up in the 50 frames per second mark here. I'm actually getting more frames than you all expect. However, though, when you do enable this is just the low at the moment, right? This is the low, depending on where you are on specific maps. So don't get caught up in this number that you see if you turn on the overlay. Actually, I recommend you you download an overlay, for like a custom software application overlay, so you can kind of get a better number or idea. But trust me, this number here is way higher than you expect. So I just want you all to just, you know, understand that. So you can kind of get an idea of what's going on as far as frames per second. But this is the low. But trust me, right now I'm getting 100 and something frames per second. Right, so we'll turn this off anyways. Now, again, you do want to enable AMD FMF because it does work in conjunction with AMD Adrenaline, and you need that enabled in order for this to work properly. Some say you don't need it, but from my testing experience, you need it enabled. Now, I do have it set to 25 watt. You don't need to play on 25 watts. This still works magnificent at 17 watts. 17 watts is perfect and is just enough. You won't experience any lag or anything. The visuals look clear. You know, I have it set to quality mode, no input lag, no anything. Now, this video is being recorded at 30 frames per second because sometimes YouTube doesn't like to render or upload my videos in 60 frames per second. So I waste a whole bunch of data uploading the video via my phone if I don't have any Wi-Fi. So this is being uploaded in 30 frames per second. But believe me, once you all, you know, decide to adjust your settings via AMD Adrenaline and try Black Myth Wukong or any other game for that matter, which once you do set the settings, it pretty much is locked in for most games that you play. So, again, it is best if you really want to see your results just to utilize a custom overlay via MSI Afterburner or something like that. But yes, I just wanted to lock in with you all, let you know what's been going on, how to adjust the settings via AMD Adrenaline. Things work very well, no lag at all, no battery issues at all. So yeah. But anyways, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my videos. Do you think I need to, critique them better? Or what other videos you would like to see? I mean, I am here for you all, and I want to try to be the best content creator for you all for these handhelds. So I just want you all to just continue to just work with me here. But anyways, I don't want to waste your time too much longer. I appreciate you all subscribing again, everyone. For the ROG Ally subscribers, Legion Gold subs, the Steam Deck subs, I appreciate all the love. RTX 5090 laptop or desktop, or 5080 laptop or desktop, whatever. I'm trying to get my hands on one. Nova Legion Gold 2 coming soon. I'm sure the ROG Ally 2 is coming soon. Steam Deck 2 maybe sometime next year or in the future. But anyways, y'all, this is Straight to the Point Tech. I'm out. I hope you have a great week. Peace.